Hey guys, I made this video yesterday, no, day before yesterday, and screwed up. This is my autism story. It's a video I really would like shared, and I would really like people to see it, because everyone's autism story is different. I've always known I was different. I've always known that I didn't understand people the way other people do. You know, facial expressions, tones of voice, things like that. I always knew that, and I always knew that I had aversions to certain textures and sounds and things. Like, I remember being in the bathtub as a toddler, maybe preschool age. My mother would be washing me up, and the soap would come down my arm. She would like be rubbing down my arm, and like, ah! You know, it just was, oh, it was sensory overload. I hated that feeling. Hated it. And I still hate the feeling of slime. And that's what soap feels like to me in abundance. It's like slimy, slick. I hate that feeling. Ooh. There are certain, trying to think of any other, I know there are other textures that bother me. But like food, I've always been a person who's had aversions to crunchy things. Like, I love applesauce, I love apple juice, don't give me an apple. Pears, don't give me a fresh pear. Things like that. I can't do crunch, and I can't deal with the textured skin of fruit. Again, it's that slick, slimy, well, not slimy, but slick, and it gets slimy in your mouth. I don't know how to explain it, but I can't do that. And I have in the past tried to explain to my parents about some foods I don't like. It's a texture issue. It's not a taste issue. It tastes good. The texture is awful. But it's hard for someone who doesn't have those issues. It's hard for them to understand those issues. And sound issues. I have one vacuum cleaner that I use that I can stand the sound of. And my mother and I were watching The Good Doctor, and he ended up on the floor holding his ears because of the buzzing, the humming of oh my god, my brain does not work. Of a light, a fluorescent light. That's the word I was looking for. And I told my mother, I said, I get that, because that would drive me nuts. And it's not just high-pitched or sounds like that. It's engine sounds, like I said, most vacuum cleaners. It's motorcycles, forget it. It's humming and buzzing from the light, definitely. Fire alarms. It's bassy, heavy, really, really heavy metal music. Can't do it. I can listen to rock music, but not that bassy, heavy, scream. It literally made me sick in school. Literally made me sick listening to Metallica. Yeah. Not normal. So I couldn't figure out, because we were listening to it in music class, and I couldn't figure out, but it had to do with my central nervous system and the overload, which at that time we had no idea that I was on the spectrum. Hell, I didn't even know what the spectrum was. And so, like I said, as time went on, and we started watching The Good Doctor, and I realized I related to him in so many ways. And I took a little quiz online and came up that I was possibly Asperger's. And my mother and I started talking, and she said, you know, I really do think that you have high-functioning autism. And I said I would not be surprised. And so she's passed away, and I need assistance. So I get all the paperwork that I can find from hospitals and doctors and from the Social Security Department, because they review me every so many years. And one of the reviews said I was mildly autistic. And it was like, had I had a V8, why didn't you tell me? Why did you confirm what my mother and I already knew and make sure it got into my medical record? I don't understand. But it's nice. Like, I was talking to my boss today, and I told her, I said, you don't know how much you've just helped me understand tone and understand just by explaining what she explained to me. I said, because as part of the autism, I don't get expression always, and I don't get tone. I misread. And I think she was very flattered by that. And I love that I have people in my life who are willing to do that, you know. I'm very blessed. I did get a letter from Department of Disability Services regarding my application. Apparently they need more information. So I called them, I left a message. I let my options counselor know, and I'll call her back once the lady calls me back. So wish me luck and say a prayer. Please say a prayer. Because I don't know what else I can give them. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow right here in Punky's World. It will be afternoon time because from 10 to 12 I will be at the Historical Society doing a job. We're taking pictures of some items that need to be posted online. So I'm looking forward to being there, as always, and I'm going to set my alarm right now as we speak. Ooh. The sound of my alarm is old car horn. It's amusing to wake up to. So, but thank you for joining me today. I will probably make another video later for tomorrow because I'm going to go through some things that my neighbor is donating to the Historical Society, so I can see if there's anything I can use, which is wonderful. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob, for being such a wonderful person to me. I have a spot on my glasses. I'll have to wash them. So please, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers, guys. And again, please share this video with others. Everyone's story is different. You know, I watch Our Landing Crew, and the mom was talking about never knowing it herself, that she had mild autism, and talking about how she doesn't always know her own tone, which I'm guilty of also, and things, and getting the test because her children were tested, because a lot of her children have it, or were on the spectrum. She took the test, and she turned out to be also on the spectrum. And she said, boy, did that answer a lot of questions for me, you know? And it answers a lot of questions for me. And I want to get this video out there so that people will see it and maybe relate or tell their own story. It's so important to me this gets out there. Thank you. God bless you, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.